Hi, welcome to another video by Archangel Raphael. So the subject of this video is going to be about returning to innocence. So Archangel Raphael will speak a little about this and what this means, and afterwards there's going to be a clearing and also other sort of energetic assistance, to return back to this state within you. So I'm going to let Archangel Raphael come in now and speak. I would like you to know that innocence is your default state. It is the part of you that has no agenda, that is simply being itself, with nothing that it wants from anyone. It is good for you to know that this state is really what you were born with. And then what happens over time is that there are energies which are projected upon you by others, which take you away from this default setting. And after this, you start to then manipulate others, perhaps, for what you need, because you notice that you are not being met in your default state. So you have to come away from it in order to have your needs met. What I mean by this is that when you are simply being innocent and yourself, you may find that you are not given what you need because other people who are looking after you are not in their default setting, and so you then come away from it in order to have your needs met. And then what happens over time is that it becomes a habit. Another thing that can happen is that you are projected upon by many people and you start to believe you are someone you are not. So you start to act that way. Another thing that can happen is that you start to really believe that you are the sort of person who is not able to even be in that state of innocence because you feel so bad inside. You feel that perhaps this state is not who you are. You cease to identify with it as your true self. And even when you are in this state, you can believe that you are doing things which you are not. So this is the case of people who believe that they are responsible for things they are not, that when they are simply being themselves and innocent, that they are doing things that they are not. What I will say is that this is a very big subject. It is more than simply about what you are being, what you are doing. It is more than simply about coming away from this state. It is more than simply about believing you are someone you are not. It has many different facets to it, within it. And what I will say is that everybody expresses this in a different way. So some people are already in this state, but in one way or another they do not believe it, and they believe they are still responsible for doing things which they are not. And so on one level or another, they do not feel good when they are in this state. They feel that by being there, they are perhaps doing things which are not right. And so they come and go from this state because they fear it. Other people simply do not identify with it at all, and they believe they are something else. Other people find that when they are in this state, it is not always meeting their needs. When they are in this state, there are parts of them that get left behind. And that is because there are certain needs that have never been met. So when they are in this state, those parts show up and need attention. So they go back into old habits of manipulation, or perhaps expending unnecessary energy to get their needs met, instead of going within in order to find more of themselves so that they are automatically met by life. What I will say is that innocence is very similar to what you may believe. It is all about simply being in that part of you that is in the spirit, that is very pure, that really does not have any agenda at all, that is simple even. And what I will also say is that from this place of innocence, you are able to then grow and expand in a healthy way in life, become more and more of who you are. It is very childlike, but also it is very intelligent. It is both at the same time. And it is also a bit similar to when people are in states where they do things really easily on the earth plane and succeed, and yet they are not really trying too hard. They are simply being in their essence, being in a state of happiness and joy, and things seem to magically happen for them. What I would like you to know is that there is a lot of magic to innocence, a lot of magical energy there, but also a lot of energy that is quite unassuming, and in this way it is endearing to others. I would like to share with you one more piece of information that hopefully will really help you. That when you are being very innocent, when you are in this state, it tends to really attract a lot of attention from other people. But the attention it attracts is also very innocent, because innocence attracts innocence. And when you are met with harsh energies, it is often because the people are finding it hard to be in that energy themselves of innocence. When there is harshness around you and you are being innocent, it is always a sign that the other person has not been able to access this energy for themselves, but also a sign that perhaps there is something in you that you have been in one way or another, perhaps around people who have had this energy before, something in you that is being purged. So what I will say is that it is good for you to go within with this as well, to clear out the times when you have been very innocent and you have been mistreated by others. People have misunderstood you or have felt upset that you are in this energy and they cannot be. It is good for you to know that there is a lot around this subject, a lot around people fearing being in this energy because of the attention they will attract, and perhaps the negative attention as well. And this is all about clearing from your system times you have had this energy. I hope this makes sense. So what I am going to do now is work with all of this, and after that I am going to help you be more firmly anchored in this energy of innocence, and from this place your life will flow more effortlessly. It will be more of a magical experience, actually, something that you will enjoy. Sometimes when life loses its meaning, when life feels more like a chore rather than a joy, it is because you have come away from this place. That is all. I will do this clearing and now, and after this anchor you more firmly in this energy within. I would like you to know that this is done. And what I would like to share with you is that when you are feeling that there is something in the way of you being in your innocence, it is good to revisit this video and do this clearing and activation again. That is all. Yeah, so hope you benefited from this video, and yeah, and please feel free to share this with other people who you feel may benefit from this. And if anyone wishes to support this channel, please go to the description below and you can donate via the link. Yeah, thank you very much for listening. Thank you.